Hello students, welcome back to my channel with another set of problems. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon as to get all my notifications. And if you like my video, click on the like button as more likes makes me to motivate more videos. Now here is another question. Show that sum of roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, is minus b by a. This is not actually a question but a little interesting proof for the sum of roots. Now let us start proving it. Let the roots of the let us assume the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a is not equal to b as alpha and beta. We know the formula for finding the roots, right? X is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, which is a very important formula to find out the roots. Now let us consider it as alpha as minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and beta as minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So they have asked for the sum of roots. That means alpha plus beta, that equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and also plus beta. Beta is minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. That gives us minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Plus into minus is minus, plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now taking the LCM on the both sides, now we are going to get, as denominator is same, so as it is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac, plus into plus is plus, plus into minus is minus, and plus into minus is minus b square minus 4ac by 2a, and here we have got plus under root b square minus 4ac, and here minus under root b square minus 4ac. So these two terms gets cancelled and we left with the minus b and minus b. Minus b plus minus b is minus 2b by 2a. So here minus 2, here 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so minus remains, that is minus b by a. Therefore the sum of roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is minus b by a, and that's the proof. Now let us start another question. Vinay and Praveen working together can paint the exterior of the house in 6 days. Vinay by himself can complete the job in 5 days less than Praveen. How long will it take Vinay to complete the job? Now let's start the solution. Given Vinay and Praveen can work together to complete the work in 6 days. So in one day both of them complete 1/6 of the total work. Let us assume x be the number of days taken by Praveen to complete the work. Then in the question they have given that Vinay by himself only completed the job 5 days less than Praveen. That means if we assume the number of days which Praveen can complete the work is X, then we should consider the number of days Vinay completes the work is X minus 5. In one day, work of Praveen will be, only if he is working, the work of the Praveen will be 1 by X, and one day work of Vinay will be 1 by X minus 5. So they together, we know that they together can work 1 by 6 of the total work in one day. That means the work done by the Praveen in one day plus the work done by the Vinay in one day equals to the total work done by together. Now we have got the general form of the equation. Now we should mold this equation to a quadratic equation. So as usual, taking the LCM of both the denominators, that is x into x minus 5 in the denominator, and here in the numerator x minus 5 plus x is equals to 1 by 6. X minus 5 plus x by x into x is x square, x into minus 5 is minus 5x equals to 1 by 6. X plus x gives us 2x minus 5 by x square minus 5x equals to 1 by 6. Now cross multiply both sides. 2x minus 5 into 6 is equals to x square minus 5x. Here 6 into 2x is 12x, 6 into 5 is 30, that equals to x square minus 5x. Now taking all the terms to one side, x square minus 5x minus 12x plus 30 equals to 0. X square minus 5x minus 12x is minus 17x plus 30, that equals to 0. Now we'll use middle term splitting method, otherwise the as usual formula. Now I am going to use middle term splitting. This minus 17x can be splitted as minus 15x minus 2x plus 30 equals to 0. Taking x common, x minus 15, and here minus 2 common, x minus 15. Now we have got the two values x minus 2 and x minus 15, which is x may be 2 or x may be 15. Now we will decide which we are going to consider. Now x is equals to 2. Here x is equals to 2 should be considered, but it is impossible to consider x is equals to 2 because Praveen and Vinay both can only work in 6 days, but a single person cannot work in 2 days. So we are considering x is equals to 15. So therefore number of days which we have assumed for Praveen can finish the work is 15 days. But this is not the question. They have asked only Vinay can finish the work is x minus 5, and we have got the value of x, that equals to 15, that is 15 minus 5 and 10 days, that is 10 days. So therefore Vinay can complete the work in 10 days. Now let us discuss another question. A piece of wire 8 meters in length is cut into two pieces, and each piece is bent into a square. Where should the cut in the wire be made if the sum of areas of those squares is to be an 2 meter square? Don't feel this question as lengthy. This is same question which we have done in our previous video, but a little tricky. Let us assume, let the length of one piece of wire be x meters, let length of another piece of wire be y meters. So in the question they have given total wire length is 8 meters, so length of wire is 8 meters. Length of, so that means length of one piece of wire plus another piece of wire gives us 8. That means length of one piece of wire we have assumed as x and length of another piece we have assumed it as y, that equals to 8. Now from here y is equals to 8 minus x. So we have got y is equals to 8 minus x. So y we have assumed it as length of second piece of wire. So therefore length of another piece of wire equals to y, and we have got y is equals to 8 minus x. In the question they have given each wire is bent into a square. So each wire is bent into a square means only the part, not the complete inside, only the part of this, only the outer boundary. Boundary represents the perimeter. So the perimeter of one square, which is first square, be x meters. So we know the perimeter formula, that is 4 into side of square 1, which is x meters. That means square 1 side is x by 4. Now we have got that perimeter of one square is x meters, and we know the perimeter, that is 4 sides of 4 into sides. First we are going to consider the square one. So 4 into sides of a square one, which is x meters. Side of a square one will be x by 4 meters. Then perimeter of another square we have taken it as y, which is equals to 8 minus x meters. So as it is 4 into side of square 2, which is 8 minus x, and side of square 2 is 8 minus x by 4 meters. So from the question we know that area of one square plus area of second square be 2 meters. That is S1 whole square plus S2 whole square. From here S1 is x by 4 and here from S2 is 8 minus x by 4. Substituting the values, x by 4 whole square plus 8 minus x by 4 whole square equals to 2. Now expanding this, x by 4 whole square is x square by 16 and x minus 8 whole square by 16 equals to 2. That is x square plus 8 minus x whole square, that is a minus b whole square, which is 8 square plus x square minus 16x by 16 equals to 2. That is x square plus x square gives us 2x square. 8 square is 64 and minus 16x by 16 equals to 2. So here 2x square plus 64 minus 16x is 32. 2x square plus 64 minus 16x, taking to RHS side, minus 32 equals to 0. So here 2x square, 64 minus 32 gives us plus 32 minus 16x. Now in these 3 terms we are going to take 2 as common, that is x square plus 16 minus 8x is 0. So we have got a quadratic equation which is x square minus 8x plus 16 equals to 0. Now to find the root, use either formula, otherwise middle splitting term. Now we have got this as quadratic equation. Except minus 4 and minus 4, nothing we are going to get it as middle splitting. So x square minus 4x plus 16 equals to 0. We have got it right. Minus 4x which gives us minus 8x, minus 4 into minus 4 is 16. So x taking common, x minus 4 and minus 4 taking common, x minus 4 equals to 0. Now we have got the two factors which is x minus 4 and another one is also x minus 4. That is x minus 4 whole square equals to 0, which is x minus 4 equals to 0. So therefore x is equals to 4. So length of one piece of wire is 4 centimeters, and length of another piece of wire was y, and actually we know that y is 8 minus x, so that is 8 minus 4, which is 4 centimeters. So both of these are equal. That's enough. Thanks for watching. If you are stuck with any doubt or any chapter, let me know in the comment section so that I'll make another video on that. Thanks.